Angelica here from A Pretty Fix, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited today to be collaborating with WORX, a company that specializes in innovative yard and DIY tools. Today I'm going to be sharing our thoughts, both mine and Mr. Fix's, about our new favorite tool, which is the WORX Cordless 2-in-1 saw. It's both a reciprocating and jigsaw all rolled into one. When WORX first contacted me to see if I'd be interested in trying it out, I was actually really eager to put it to the test for our next DIY project, which was installing a pet door in the basement. Now, we actually have an unfinished portion of the basement next to a finished portion, and the finished portion is actually going to be my new craft space. So yep, it's finally coming together. This crafty girl can be more excited, and I'll be sharing all of the details about how that's going to be coming together on another day. Today, I'm going to be sharing our review of the WORX Cordless 2-in-1 saw, a few tests that we conducted, and how we use it specifically to install our pet door. So let's get started. The WORX Cordless 2-in-1 comes in this compact package, and this is what it looks like out of the package. It also comes with the charger and 20-volt battery, as well as 4 different blades for rough cuts and more precision cuts. Now, to change it from a jigsaw into a reciprocating saw, you just push the large red button to unlock it. And you can attach any blade, easily just insert and lock into place. When converting it back into a jigsaw, just push the button to release it, remove the blade, turn it around so the blade faces out, and you're ready for jigsaw use. And then simply slide in the 20-volt battery. We then decided to test out the WORX saw on a few different materials. First up was a birchwood branch, one that Mr. Fix actually picked up for me in the woods for my various styling projects. Using the blade labeled wood and the reciprocating saw feature, Mr. Fix cut right through that birchwood branch with ease. Next up was some chipboard that Mr. Fix needed cutting, so he used the timber blade and the jigsaw feature to cut all the way through that piece of chipboard. And again, it was a really nice, even cut all the way through. And for our last test, we decided to cut this copper pipe that I recently purchased from my wall weavings. We used a blade marked for metal for a more precision cut, and it did a really good job. It wasn't as smooth of a cut, so we did need to file it down, but overall, a nice, even cut. Now it was time to install our pet door. First, we removed the door and laid it down on 2 sawhorses. There are lots of different pet door varieties on the market, but we decided to use PetSafe's plastic pet door. So this is the packaging that it comes in. It actually has 2 frames, one on the outside of the door and one on the inside of the door, as well as a plastic flap that your pet can go through. It actually comes with a template, which is fantastic, in various sizes, and we chose the medium size. So of course, the first thing we did was cut out the appropriately sized template. Then we marked the middle of the door 3 inches up from the bottom. Then taking the template, we actually attached it to the door and then traced all the way around each side. Then it was time to drill a hole in each of the 4 corners of the template that we created. So taking the WORX 2-in-1 saw, Mr. Fix inserted it into one of the holes and began sawing from one drilled hole to the next. He actually chose the blade marked aluminum and not the one marked for wood, since he was looking for a more precision cut. And it was really doing a great job. You can even see the built-in light turning on and the blower blowing off all of the debris. Mr. Fix completed the cuts and was even able to get into the corners with the WORX 2-in-1 saw really easily. And overall, we just thought this is a really smooth and very even cut from end to end. Now it was time to attach the pet door. This is the exterior frame with the 4 core pieces and also nylon screws that go into each of the holes provided. We first placed the frame on the one side of the door and then the other frame on the opposite side. We made sure to attach the two using the nylon screws and the hex screws that came with the package. There were 6 in total. Once the door was reattached, hubby actually took some wire cutters and cut off the excess of the nylon screws. And this was the final product. Now it was time to put the door to the test. Frit, our cat, was not sure at first and needed a little helping hand to make his way out. But out he made it. And then it was Burger's turn, and we actually removed the flap temporarily just to get them both used to it. So cute. So what are our final thoughts about the WORX cordless 2-in-1 saw? Well, overall, it passed all of our tests for everyday household use, and here's why. Ease of use. It's incredibly easy to use, which is a big plus. It's uncomplicated, which is really the way that we like it, and somebody like me who doesn't DIY as much as my husband, I really like that as well. It's also really compact and powerful. We just loved how small it was and easy to handle, yet it had no trouble with really rough cuts and also detailed cuts. One of the things that I noticed and I kept thinking was it seems to almost cut like butter through, whatever it is that we put it to the test on. So we really liked that. We also liked that it was versatile, especially if you don't really have a large shop at home. It's really great to have 2 tools rolled into one. The built-in blower and the built-in light. It just makes cutting really easier. You can really see where you're cutting and it blows away all the debris. What could be better than that? Portable. We also thought that the cordless feature was a really big bonus, which makes it a really portable tool. And speaking of which, that battery, it's actually interchangeable. So if you really like the cordless 2-in-1, you'll be able to use that same battery for a whole variety of 20-volt tools that the WORX line carries. Of course, we do have a couple of suggestions that we thought would really make this tool even better. One was the battery itself. It would be great if it had power levels on it so you knew whether it was halfway charged or it was, almost ready to be depleted. And the other thing was the instructions themselves. If there was more text, a little bit more detailed instructions, especially for a novice DIYer like me or a newbie DIYer, that would have been really helpful. But these are minor things that we thought maybe would improve the product overall. But in terms of the actual use, it's a fantastic tool and it's a real big thumbs up in our family. If you decide to purchase, then I actually have a coupon code that you can use to get 10% off plus free shipping. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's DIY and tool review. If you did, then give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, bye for now.